Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. The following are the learning objectives of this chapter. I feel it would be better if we see all these whether these objectives have been achieved or not at the end of this lecture. So you can yourself find whether the objectives have been achieved or not at the end of this chapter. Don't be confused with the word capital expenditure. When we use the word capital, generally it is assumed that investment made by the owner is called capital. Yes, we are right. But when we use the capital expenditure, it means the investment made by the business for purchasing any tangible fixed assets. For example, land is purchased, for example, office equipment is purchased. But remember, these assets are purchased by the business. So whenever any investment is made by the business for purchasing or acquiring any tangible fixed assets is known as capital expenditure. Now these are the following are the characteristics of capital expenditures. These assets are purchased not for resale purpose. Remember, these assets are used for getting future benefit. To operate the business, these assets are acquired. They are long-lived assets, long but limited life. When we say long-lived assets, it means assets has a life more than 1 year. And remember, they are shown in balance sheet. In the fixed assets, they are shown on the asset side, under the heading of fixed assets in balance sheet. The other expenses also included in capital expenditures. You need to understand actually here the expenses which we have to add in the cost of any tangible fixed assets. For example, here we are purchasing a machine. So we pay certain amount of machine to the supplier. But the expenses which are directly related to the cost of machine must be added in the cost of machine. For example, sales tax is paid on the purchase of machine. The transportation is paid to bring the machine at the factory area or the building or any other area of the business. So we have to pay transportation cost. In case if machine is imported, let's assume from Japan, then we have to pay certain amount of import duty or the custom duty must be added in capital expenditure. At the end you can see insurance in transit. इंश्योरेंस इन ट्रांजिट का मतलब ये होता है, अगर आप जापान से मशीन मंगवा रहे हो पाकिस्तान में, तो पाकिस्तान में अभी मशीन पहुंचेगा और जापान से आएगा, तो इसके दरमियान का जो इंश्योरेंस होता है उसको इंश्योरेंस इन ट्रांजिट कहते हैं. You might have studied the marine insurance policy in your business study course. So insurance in transit means we have imported the machine from Japan. Let's assume we have to pay registration charges. अगर फॉर एग्जांपल मैंने गाड़ी जापान से इंपोर्ट की है, तो डेफिनेटली मुझे कस्टम ड्यूटी, इंपोर्ट ड्यूटी पे करनी है, मुझे रजिस्ट्रेशन चार्जेस पे करनी पड़ेगी, उसमें मुझे इंश्योरेंस इन ट्रांजिट की अमाउंट जापान से पाकिस्तान तक जो मशीन पहुंचेगा उसमें जो मुझे अमाउंट पे करनी है. और इसी तरह से लेबर होते हैं जो आपके कस्टम ड्यूटी से जो आपकी गाड़ी को अगर लेकर आ रहे हैं तो उनको आप लेबर चार्जेस पे करते हैं. तो इस तरह से ये जितने भी आपको कुछ अमाउंट पे करने होते हैं एक्सपेंसेस, we call them as a capital expenditure. The expenses जो डायरेक्टली मशीन से जिनका ताल्लुक होगा, मैं अभी न्यूमेरिक एग्जांपल में आपको समझाऊंगा, वो आपके कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर कहलाते हैं. Similarly, there are revenue expenditures. Revenue expenditures are the routine expenses. For example, I'll explain you later on what is the insurance expense here. The amount of interest is paid. Interest is always paid on the amount borrowed. The repair expense, the machine is purchased, maybe we have imported a car from Japan, so now it is ready to start and you are using your car here in Pakistan. कुछ वक्त के बाद आप रिपेयर करवाते हैं, आप उसमें ऑयलिंग करवाते हैं, उसकी ट्यूनिंग करवाते हैं. So these are included in revenue expenditure, remember, not in capital expenditure. So revenue expenditures are the routine expenses. You can see the characteristics. they have a short life. Short life means less than a 1 year. And remember, these expenses are shown in an income statement. And again, note down the capital expenditures are shown in balance sheet. Actually, capital expenditure are the cost of fixed assets. So revenue expenditures are shown in your income statement. Here you can again see the example. If machine or any part of the tangible asset is damaged during during installation or during loading or unloading, any part of the machine is damaged, it would be considered as revenue expenditure and not the capital expenditure. Actually, certain part of machine is damaged ड्यू टू आर नेग्लिजेंस, हमारी लापरवाही की वजह से मशीन का कोई भी पार्ट डैमेज होता है, उसके आप पेमेंट करते हो। भले ही आपने अभी अपना मशीन स्टार्ट भी नहीं किया, लेकिन आपकी अपनी गलती से ये हुआ है, तो वो आपका रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर में आता है। एनी फ्यूचर इंश्योरेंस, फॉर एग्जांपल फायर इंश्योरेंस। तो इंश्योरेंस में यहाँ थोड़ी सी कंफ्यूजन होती है। एक इंश्योरेंस वो होता है, मैंने जैसे बताया आपको, हमने वी हैव इम्पोर्टेड अ कार फ्रॉम जापान टू पाकिस्तान, so insurance amount of insurance is paid for the process, or for the marine insurance the amount is paid for the marine, या यूं समझ लें कि जब तक वो मशीन जापान से पाकिस्तान में पहुंचा नहीं है, उस रास्ते का, उस प्रोसेस का जो इंश्योरेंस हमने पे किया था, उसको हम इंश्योरेंस इन ट्रांजिट कहते हैं, और वो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर होता है। एक बार हमारे पास मशीन आ गया बिल्कुल वर्किंग कंडीशन में, अब आप चाहें तो उसको स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, आप चलाएं, लेकिन आप फ्यूचर के इंश्योरेंस की तरफ अब जा रहे हो। मुझे अच्छी तरह से याद है, जब मैं अपने फैमिली मेम्बर्स को, खवातीन को गाड़ी सिखा रहा था, तो उस वक्त हमारे पास गाड़ी मौजूद थी, तो हमने उसका फ्यूचर की सेफ्टी के लिए इंश्योरेंस करवाया था। तो वो जो फ्यूचर के लिए आप इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं, वो आपके रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर में आता है, और इंश्योरेंस इन ट्रांजिट जो आपका होता है, वो आपका कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर होता है। होपफुली the insurance, the amount of insurance is clear to all of you. Now, how to calculate the cost of any tangible fixed asset? Here in this example you can see the X corporation is the name of corporation acquiring a machine at a list price of 200,000. The supplier is offering 10% trade discount. अगर हम मशीन 2 लाख की खरीदते हैं तो हमें 10% का ट्रेड डिस्काउंट भी मिल रहा है। The business also avail terms and conditions of cash discount, that is 2/15 and n/. What does it mean? The supplier is offering to us another discount, that is cash discount. The supplier is offering us 2% further cash discount if payment is made within 15 days. Otherwise, no discount is offered and payment should be made within 45 days. These terms can be read in this way: 2% cash discount is offered if payment is made within 15 days. Otherwise, no discount is offered and payment must be made within 45 days. So here it is mentioned that the X corporation has availed the cash discount also. There are other expenses also mentioned here in this example: the 5% sales tax, installation charges, transportation costs, fire insurance incurred, certain part of machine is damaged during installation, and registration costs. And required, you can see at the right side, we have to calculate the cost of machine. Remember, the amount which would be calculated, considered as a cost of machine, and is shown in the balance sheet, in the asset side of balance sheet. तो मशीन की हमें कॉस्ट मालूम करनी है इसमें, और हमें तमाम कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर को कंसिडर करना है, और फिर एक जनरल एंट्री भी पास करनी है। मुख्तलिफ पॉइंट्स टू बी नोटेड हियर। यहाँ आपको एक बात समझनी है, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द कॉस्ट प्राइस। द लिस्ट प्राइस इज गिवन, okay, the list price is given, that is the price offered initially by the supplier, and then after deducting certain discounts and adding up all the capital expenditures, we can calculate the cost of machine. हम cost of machine किस तरह से calculate कर सकते हैं? हम लिस्ट प्राइस में से सबसे पहले इन दोनों डिस्काउंट को माइनस करेंगे। एक ट्रेड डिस्काउंट है और दूसरा कैश डिस्काउंट है। ट्रेड डिस्काउंट 10% है और कैश डिस्काउंट हमारे पास 2% है। इसके बाद जो दूसरे एक्सपेंसेस नीचे दिए हैं, उनमें से जो कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर है, सिर्फ उन्हीं को हम मशीन की कॉस्ट में ऐड करेंगे, ना कि रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर्स को। रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर्स आर only recorded in journal entries and not shown in the cost of machine. So here in this example, sales tax is the capital expenditure, installation charges is the capital expenditure, transportation cost is also as a capital expenditure, and registration cost is also capital expenditure. The fire insurance and the repair charges are not the capital expenditure, they are revenue expenditure in fact, and they are only recorded in general form. You don't need to mention both these expenses in your cost of machine. Now let's see how we can calculate the cost of machine. You can see here we have started by calculating cost of machine from the list price. List price is 200,000 and trade discount is 10%, that is 20,000. Subtract the 20,000 from 2 lakh, we got the trade price, that is 1,80,000. The supplier also offered us cash discount. If payment is made within 15 days, then 2% cash discount was offered, and it was mentioned in the question that this discount was availed by the X corporation. So we are calculating 2% cash discount on trade price. Remember, 2% cash discount is calculated and trade price, and now we have calculated 1,76,400, that is cash price. Now we have to add other capital expenditure so that we can calculate the total cost of machine. As we already have discussed, there are 4 expenses here which are known as capital expenditure: sales tax, installation, transportation and registration. So you can add all these 4 capital expenditures and the result is 17,820. So now the total cost of machine by adding the cash price and total other capital expenditures, we have calculated 1,94,220. Now let's see how these all expenses are recorded in general form. Remember, yellow shaded area and the other shaded area. How transactions are recorded: machine is purchased, asset is increased on the left hand side, and cash is paid 1,76,400 initially. So cash is decreased, asset increase debit, asset decrease credit, the basic accounting rule. The other 4 expenses are capital expenditure. You can see other capital expenditures. Expenses are debited when expenses are increased, recorded at the debit side, and cash is paid, so cash is recorded at the credit side. So transaction number 2, expenses are debited and cash is credited. Transaction number 3 is related to transaction number 2. Remember this. This light blue shaded area, remember, transaction number 2 is directly related to transaction number 3. What has happened? You can see all these 4 expenses are added in the cost of machine. So here while recording in a general form, transaction number 2, we have mentioned the 4 capital expenditures on the debit side, and on the transaction number 3, all these 4 expenses are transferred or closed by writing them at the credit side in machine account. क्योंकि हमने इसको मशीन की कॉस्ट में ऐड किया था, इसलिए हमने मशीन को डेबिट करके उन तमाम एक्सपेंसेस को क्रेडिट साइड पे लिख के इसको जीरो बना दिया. अब हमारे पास 2 मशीन हमें नजर आ रहे हैं. एक मशीन पहले डेबिट में लिखा हुआ है फर्स्ट ट्रांजेक्शन में, और एक थर्ड ट्रांजेक्शन में भी मशीन जो है वो हमारा डेबिट में लिखा हुआ. तो अगर हम उसको ऐड कर देंगे मशीन को, तो ये कॉस्ट ऑफ मशीन बन जाएगा. एंड ट्रांजेक्शन नंबर 4, द रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर्स. उस क्वेश्चन में जितने भी रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर है उनको सिंपल सिर्फ जनरल एंट्री बनानी थी, उनको सिर्फ रिकॉर्ड करना था. तो हमारे पास 2 ही रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर्स थे, दैट इज रिपेयर कॉस्ट एंड द इंश्योरेंस, फायर इंश्योरेंस. सो यू कैन ओनली मेक द रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ both these expenses. They are revenue expenditure in the transaction number 4, and they are never shown while calculating cost of machine. The revenue expenditures are not shown while we calculate cost of machine. So hopefully this basic idea is clear to all of you. Now you can find whether these learning objectives have been achieved or not. As I told you at the beginning, that you can see at the end whether these objectives have been achieved or not. You can revise the capital and revenue expenditures, then you can easily find. Thank you so much.